Now we'd like to welcome to the Cooper Chevrolet stage of the 2024 Calhoun County High School Football Media Day, the Sachs Wildcats. Sachs competes in 3A Region 6. Head coach of the Wildcats is Alfonso Freeney. Today, Coach Freeney has brought with him senior wide receiver defensive back Corey Avery and senior linebacker defensive end Mason Stevens. Coach Freeney, we'll start with you with your opening comments.
First, I want to thank you all for having us today. I just want to say, this is one of the best events. I've coached in Florida, and, coming back home, this is something that we look forward to each year, so you guys do a really good job of putting this on. I want to thank, these guys for coming with me. They definitely deserve being here today. And I also want to say to the other guys on my team that's back home or back at Sachs watching, these are two seniors. We have a lot of seniors this year that deserve to be up here. These two are just here, representing them, but we have a great group of seniors, and I'm glad to be coaching them, and I'm glad to be at Sachs. I also want to say I'm very excited. I know we made an announcement not too long ago as a school, but we have our new principal. He's actually here in the back, Frederick Franklin. We're lucky to have him, and I'm just excited right now with all the things and the good things going on in Sachs.
To Alfonso and Corey and Mason, just what did the last game of last year do to maybe change the mood, the feeling, and just how you all approach the offseason?
Feeling a win feels good. So, we didn't have that. We didn't get a win all season, but the last win, it showed that we can do it together. So, it felt good.
It felt amazing. We actually won one.
I think for the kids, it was just a good thing for them to see that they could go through adversity. It's one of our things that, I talked to them about this year is adversity. Us as a team, we got to learn how to fight through adversity. We got into a lot of games, and you can go back and look at, the box score. There's a lot of games that Sachs was in, first and second quarter, and then adversity hits us and we fall apart. So to see our kids fight through adversity and get a win, but also for my coaches to see, that hard work pay off and get a win, I think that also helped as well. But it helped us get momentum heading into the off season, which I feel like they've done very well using that momentum to propel our off season and excel in this off season.
Question right here for the players: where were you at, and how did Coach let you know that he was going to honor you by inviting you to media day today? We'll start with you, Mason.
I was at home. He just sent the text and he was like, "Do you want to come to the media day?" I was like, "Yes, sir. I'll show up."
Yeah, it was the same for me. I was at home. So.
What an honor it is out of all your teammates to be here today.
Yes, sir.
And obviously, Coach thinks of you two as leaders of the team. Now that you're both seniors, will anything change this year knowing that there's nobody above you? It begins and ends with you with senior leadership. What's your take on that going forward, to Corey?
We're really just trying to set a standard, for the younger kids, keep the standard high. Before Coach Freeney first got here, it really everything that he was teaching us was new to us, but this year we've been handling everything it's becoming automatic. So that's good. We're just trying to lead the younger kids.
We just try to push the younger kids to be like us, to just improve and just to get the step ahead, to be better than us.
Yeah.
When you want the younger kids, as you say, to be like you, that makes you want to do the best you can, give it all on the line. Talk a little bit, and Coach, you can jump in here too. Talk about this tough region that you play in. Every week there's no taking off. Obviously, you've got every opponent on that schedule is a quality opponent that you got to bring your best. And I guess, do you have the mentality of one week at a time, or go 1-0, as some coaches say, Coach?
This is probably going to sound crazy, but I don't even think these guys have heard me talk about who's in our region. Because it's not about them, to be honest with you. It's about these guys standing up here. I truly believe and I truly feel that, my football team, if they do what they're supposed to and they come out every night and attention to detail and play like they're supposed to, that they can compete against anybody. Yes, we're in a tough region, and I'm excited about that region. Me personally, like I like competition. I think competition brings out the best in these guys. But for me, it's all about the Wildcats. It's all about sacks, and we're gonna focus on us, and we're gonna focus on getting better each and every day. 1%, right? Just get 1% better each and every day, and if we can do that, we're gonna be all right.
Got a question right here.
Now that you've been at Saks for a full cycle, how much easier is the preparation going to be for the 2024 season than it was for the 2023 season?
I think a lot easier. I think last year, you know, we jumped in the season, and me and the coaching staff, we kind of honestly thought that our kids were further along than that first game showed. And then we kind of had to backtrack on some things, like fundamental stuff that we were able to work on a lot sooner, that I know that they're better at now. So I think going into this year, I think also just the relationship building piece of it, right? Like I come in last year, I get here in June, they're trying to figure out who's this guy, you know, and I'm trying to figure them out, you know. They're trying to see what makes me tick, I'm trying to see what makes them tick. So I think now we know each other. I think we're comfortable with each other, and I think, you know, that year is, you know, we work really hard at it now. Like we've spent a lot of hours, a lot of time together, but I think we've kind of built a family. And we've built a brotherhood, and I think with that being said, like they trust me, I trust them. You know, if I ask these two guys, or if I ask any of the seniors to get something done, they'll get it done. You know, it's sometimes, you know, some of our kids have tough situations, but it's on these guys, you know, we talk to them to help your brother through it. So a lot of times, you know, if a kid doesn't have a ride to workouts, they're figuring out how to get a kid to work out. And, you know, that's just a testament of these guys and the senior leadership that we're going to have this year.
I have one question before we let you follow up. Saks High School is a young high school, meaning I believe that the first graduating class was maybe 1967. It sounds like a long time ago, however, that's not very long. They've had two coaches, Jack Stewart and Bobby Joe Johnson, who are in the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame. They've had two since then that there's no doubt in Clint Smith, who originated Saks back to where it needed to be for 7 to 8 years now. Of course, Jonathan Miller, before he left to go to Piedmont, there's no doubt they'll have 4 in the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame. Now, we know your championship background as a player and certainly as a coach, and I see joy on these two young gentlemen's face, but I also know that they got great character and they're going to do their very best and bring that intensity to the field. But my question is, from a personal standpoint, where do you see yourself and your legacy at Saks and how you build upon the success that's been there previously?
You know, my personal success goes with these kids. Me seeing, looking, you know, 10, 15 years down the road, and they've got a degree, they have a family. Ja'Cory, one day, you know, I get a text from him, hey coach, I want you to come to my wedding one day. Mason, hey coach, like check out my kids. Like that's where I gauge my success, you know. Me personally, of course, like coaches want to be in the Hall of Fame and this stuff and that stuff, but now I just want to make sure that I do something for these kids and I leave a legacy that they're proud of, and I also leave a legacy for my own kids that's at home watching, they're proud of. I think as a man, like that's one of the biggest things for me, you know, living the life I live, and I just want my kids, my family to be proud of me, you know, my wife, and you know, especially these guys. Like I have a responsibility to them, and I just want to see them do good in life, and that's how I know I won.
Closing comments.
Again, I just want to say thanks for having us. I think I talked to somebody earlier. This is truly one of the best events I've been a part of, you know, even in coaching in Florida. I've got to say thank you to my wife for allowing me to do the thing I love and coach these kids, and thank you to my own kids for allowing these guys to be their brothers. So thank you to the Saks family, and we look forward to the season. We're definitely going to be a different team. We're definitely going to have a different mindset, and I'm glad to go through that with these young men.
Saks Wildcats, thank you so much.